Alright, hello everyone. I'm going to be teaching you a step-by-step guide on how to program Java from beginner to advanced. So if you have no idea at all how to code, you've come to the right place because I'm going to teach you basically completely from scratch. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is download Java. If you haven't already downloaded Java. So simply search up Java right here in your browser. It should be the first thing that pops up right here. So go to Java and then Java download. And then when you get to here and go here to agree and start the free download. And once you have it installed, then you can come over to Eclipse, which is, we're going to be downloading this thing right here. And that is going to allow you to basically edit your Java code, see what errors you have before you run it, and it'll also give you warnings. You can also import projects from different workspaces and different places like GitHub, and you can also upload it. So it's really important that you have an IDE, so it really helps you. So we are going to search Eclipse here. We're going to eclipse.org, go to download, and then download 64-bit here. And you want to make sure you select the one for your right operating system. So basically, once you are done with that, once you're done, then you want to, it's going to automatically open up Eclipse for you. And you should see this pop up right here. So let's see, it should be more like this. And so I already have a workspace here. So you're just going to want to have Eclipse workspace. You can call it whatever you want. So I'm just going to have my number 2 right here. You probably want to leave it plain like this as it is, if it's your only workspace. And then you're going to click launch. And now Eclipse is going to load. And once it's finished loading, we're going to create a new project. So we are greeted with this page, welcome. You can just close out of it for now. And all right, so we have a lot of buttons here and a lot of different panels everywhere. So don't be freaked out. I'm going to show you exactly what steps you need to do to compile and run a Java project. So we're going to head over to Windows first, because let's be honest, I don't really like the white theme going on here. It really hurts my eyes, especially at night, because I don't want the bright white light just completely burning my eyeballs off every time. So preferences, go select down into general and appearance. We're going to change it to dark theme. And we're going to select apply. It's going to show you this pop-up here. A restart is required, but it doesn't really matter. Just some things. Once you restart it, it's fine. You only see a few changes. So, okay, this looks much better. I can code at night and I won't have any problem at all burning my eyes out. So we want to click here, this top one, create a Java project. You want to make sure you don't press create a project right here, but rather this one. So we are going to be making a tutorial. So I'm going to call mine tutorial right here. So we're going to next tutorial, and you'll have your package, your source folder right here, and go to finish. Alright, so now you have your project right here. Go down here, and so this is a library. It keeps all the different stuff that's built into Java. We'll be using a lot of stuff from there. So now you want to right click on source. Here, go to new and class. So what we're doing is creating a new file so we can actually write some code. Alright, so this is going to, oh, this is our pack. Okay. So actually we do not want to create a class right now. We want to go to new and we want to create a package. So this package, I'm sorry, yeah, I forgot that we need to do a package, but it basically helps us organize our code so that if we have many different files, we can figure out where they are easily. So we'll name it tutorial right now. And we'll go to finish. Okay, so here we have it. So in our source folder, we have a tutorial package. And it's empty right now, that's why it shows that it's white. So we're going to go to new, and now we go to class. So let's just call it our main, since it's gonna be our main thing right here. And then we go over to method stubs and select the public static void main string of args right here. This should be the one on the top. Go ahead and click finish. And then it should pop up some starter code right here. So I like to keep my brackets like this so I can see it better. This one doesn't matter all that much. So we can go ahead and delete this. Alright, now we're going to want to print something to the console. Which is right here. You probably don't have it open yet, so it should look like this already. This is not the console, so what we're going to do to open it is type sys-o and then control space. And this should pop up system.out.println, and inside here I'm going to put some double quote marks, and we can write anything you want. So like, let's say I'm feeling a bit hungry right now. I'm going to type meatballs. And then, okay, so we need to do Control S to save it, and then go over here. So run main.java. We're going to run it, and then it prints out meatballs right here. Alright, so the cool thing is, alright, so the thing is, how does it know? Well, obviously we only have one file in here. That's all it has to look through. But in Java, it looks Java, when it compiles first, it looks for this main method right here. So this is what starts off when we run Java. So it looks through all your code for this, and it starts off right here. So this is the only thing command we have right now. It is we're just printing out meatballs here, and then we have to end with a semicolon. The reason why we have a semicolon is so that it basically parses it the whole line to when it compiles, so that it knows it's something that you want to run and something you want to do. So what we can also do is we can do the same thing. You can run another print command. We can do are very tasty. So we're just continuing after the meatballs here. Obviously these can be whatever you want. And when we print this, when we run this out, it'll show here, meatballs are very tasty, and I can agree. So it prints it out on different lines, right? Do not confuse this with having these being different lines because it's actually because we have this ln right here, part of this. So if we take it out, right here, watch what happens. It says meatballs are very tasty. And we need to put a space in between here because it continues on. We didn't have a space before. So now there is a space. Alright, so the next thing I want to tell you about is comments. Now comments are part of the code where when Java compiles it, compiles all your code so it can into the computer language so it can run. It completely disregards all comments, and you might be like, well, why would I write something if it's not going to do anything? Well, actually, it's very important, and people use it all the time because sometimes you need to document your code, and if you spend a lot of time not coding and then you come back, you're going to forget about what your code does. If, say, you write hundreds of lines, and this has happened to me before where I've forgotten what I have coded, and like what line does what, and where to access different places. So it's good to explain in here what your code does. So you can, I'm gonna type print meatballs to the console. Oh, maybe it should be 2 words. Doesn't matter. So this is the console right here. So the last thing I want to talk to you about is different things you can do right here. So if we put a backslash and then an N right here, this will actually make a different line. So you can have this backslash N anywhere you want. It doesn't even have to be at the end. It can be somewhere right here. And it automatically does a line for you. So that's very convenient if you want to separate different things out. And so in the next tutorial, I'm going to be talking to you about variables, which are ways to store some data in your code, which is very useful. So if you want to see that when I put that video up. So yeah, stay tuned and I will see you there.